Hi there, Scorpio. This is a Celtic Cross reading for you. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it, I hope the messages resonate. Messages will not be present or resonate for every single Scorpio, but yeah, check in on another day. Hopefully the messages are for you, okay? Feel free to like, share, subscribe. Scorpio, and I will be clarifying this reading, but just to start, it feels like you're dealing with a situation that has too much. It just lacks clarity, and I think that has been a consistent thing for you in this situation with a person. Um, the situation lacks clarity. Actions are, you're uncertain about somebody's actions. There's always this feeling of like juggling, or maybe there has been an energy of you being juggled with other people, third party situations. And if that's not the case, there may just be where like this person prioritizes other situations in a way that either depletes you or does not recognize you or does not incorporate you. It feels like another person or another situation, though. I feel like you have done a lot in this situation. You have been present over and over again and in a loving way, in a very expressive and accommodating way, Scorpio. And what it feels like is that you are dealing with somebody that doesn't, they are not at home within themselves. They are not at peace within themselves. And it feels that the way that they receive that type of energy is to seek outwardly from other people or, it's external validation here, Scorpio. And it feels here that this person is starting, I think through this experience, this person is now like, it's not that this was never brought up to them, but it's starting to click. I feel like this person is starting to understand that they are, their actions are making them be seen as predatory or problematic. It feels here, Scorpio, that there's a consistent level of uncertainty here, and you have been accommodating, and it feels like your challenge here, Scorpio, is to just pull yourself back to really look at a situation through a lens of logic, reality, trying to, I almost want to say, I don't know why I want to say this, but trying to like numb your heart is what I feel here. It's like you're trying to numb your heart. There's only so much pain a heart can go through. And I feel like this is another nail in the coffin, or a final nail in the coffin here, Scorpio. And it's frustrating because it's like you have a lot of positive energy in the past with this person, or there was some sort of like recognizing the depth of the connection or the immediate like coming together between two people here. But it makes me feel like, was that person ready to do that with you because you were another person to fill their cup? Is what it makes me feel like. And I feel like you've gone the distance in this situation, but at this point you're at a standstill. It feels like you are needing to accept a situation for what it is because you've gained clarity in a situation, in this situation, however you may have. And I feel it's just like an intuitive energy at this point. Scorpio. I feel her also, for some of you, it almost feels like this couldn't have come at a worse time, is what it feels like, especially when it comes to your work or like something that you were involving yourself in with work. And it's like this situation almost feels guaranteed to take your energy and like just flush it. And I'm hoping that you're able to see this situation as an opportunity to seize upon when it comes to trying to throw yourself into work, rather than having this energy deplete you so you are dispersed from your work, or depleted and can't give to your work. I feel like that's going to be a conflicting energy as well. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who has been unstable, and their instability is actually bleeding out on you, or it has caused different aspects of your life to become unstable, which is another aspect of this. You're like standing still with this right now. It's like you have a decision in this energy. I feel that you both may have mirrored pain or mirrored issues within each other, with this Queen of Cups being the outcome and also just being the energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. It feels here that highly in tuned and highly intuitive people oftentimes will mirror, especially Scorpios. They tend to mirror energy. You tend to flush out like some of the harshest aspects of people, sometimes to the point where they can't see it, but you can. Or you end up being in situations that prove to be catalytic, where you are the one to kind of ignite and initiate like a tower moment, dark night of the soul healing journey for somebody, because they've kind of just been bobbling around in this like childish energy that needs to be rectified, but with you, it's like it gets blown to pieces and it's right in front and center in their face. And so it's unavoidable for them. And I feel here that that is kind of like a blessing and a curse when you're involved in relationships, because it's almost as if like, well, what about me though? Like, what about Scorpio? Like, why does it always have to be like this, like, explosion? Why can't it just be simple and peaceful, is what it feels like here. And so, you know, it's very, very much suggested here for you to hold back and withdraw your energy at this point, so that you can find clarity, so that you can be at home within yourself, reclaim your own inner space, your own inner world, your own home space, if that's what's going on. It feels here, Scorpio, that you, as painful as you've experienced this, you have an enlightenment that is present here, which sparks the door to freedom. It opens the door to freedom. And I feel you're like kind of at a standstill. You're kind of at like this like energetic like freeze, where it's like, well, I've been doing it this way for so long. What do I need to do? And it's almost as if like, am I doing this again? Or am I stepping away from this? It's confusion energy is what I feel here with the moon. So I feel you have to pay attention to what keeps you holding on, Scorpio. What keeps you wanting to initiate, or wanting to fix, or wanting to coddle and be present for somebody who can't be present for themselves and has proven they cannot be present for you, especially when they involve you in situations that may cause instability or uncertainty about the type of connection that you have, the consistency in a connection here. You know, the Six of Cups energy in the past too, yes, it can talk about nostalgia and good feelings and memories and soulmate energy, but sometimes it does talk about people who we have soul contracts with, people who generate into our life for a very specific reason. Not everybody is there for a lifetime, you know. And so here it's right above, it's right above stability, and stability is in reverse. There may be something here where this person has been dealing with instability from their youth, their childhood, their upbringing, whatever it is. But as an adult, it's bled out in their life. It's uncontrollable in their life. And the way that they've dealt with it causes them to end up like predatory, is what it feels like. It feels here that the position that you're in right now, Scorpio, is very much about looking at everything that you have done and looking at what has been received. What have you received? Has it been in kind? Has it been in like? Has it been similar to what you've given out? Or does it not match at all in that energy? Because now it's almost as if you're like hemorrhaging energy with this situation. And it's very uncomfortable here, because it's like when you love somebody, you can see the healing in them. You can see the good parts of them. You can see all of these aspects of somebody that really needs the help, but maybe you're not the one to help them. Maybe this person is the one to help themselves. But it almost feels like the way in for them is to prey upon your emotions, because they know that you're going to show up extra for them. They know that you're going to fix the bandage and kiss the boo-boo. They know this, and it's almost as if it's like a childhood aspect of nurturance that they didn't get, but now they're dealing with the wielding the power of an adult who's out of control with childhood problems. And so there's an element of freedom that is presented to you here, where it's like, I can go, I can step through this door and change this. I can. It's like recognizing the opportunity of taking a chance on yourself, or taking a step in a different direction here. Some of you are entwined and tied to a person where it's like that is what you want to do, but because of monetary, home life, stability situations, like you can't just do that. So it's like you're kind of stuck with somebody. And so it's asking for you to find ways to come back to yourself rather than push energy into this situation or this person. It's like what is that term? Gray rock. It's done with people who have high narcissistic levels. You become as uninteresting, as disinterested in them as possible. You say the bare minimum. You don't give in to them. You are not enticed, excited. You're not interested in anything that they say. You are just like a gray rock that is in the room, and if it's, only times to really answer, or if it's like crucial, financial, rent money, like whatever, but you don't engage the person. It's like you detach. When somebody that is seeking external energy does not get that validation, they don't get that energy back from you, they're going to find other ways to get it, but they're also going to retract from you because they're not getting it from you, and you already know about them. And so it feels like this is a challenge for this person to be able to kind of siphon from you anymore. But I don't doubt that they're going to try. That's the thing. I think the biggest issue here in this reading, Scorpio, is choosing a different path, choosing a path back to yourself. Because it feels here that this person, the way that they show up here with this Knight of Cups, is one to beguile, is one to emotionally manipulate, is one to try to make it better, quote unquote. But I don't think that that's what it is. This person is sat right above the moon. And even for them, it's like a manipulative energy. So I will go ahead and clarify this reading for you, Scorpio. What's hidden with the moon? What is unseen with the moon? You have the Magician coming out in reverse here. The Magician in reverse is an interesting energy just because it talks about somebody who's very manipulative, somebody who does incredibly self-serving things so that they can get their own way, right? And when it's with the moon, it's like things that you are not seeing, but it benefits them, but you don't know the whole of it. You know increments of it. You know what they will tell you, but it's not the whole truth. And so with this King of Swords being here as the challenge, Scorpio, it's asking for you to just trust your intuition. This is not a super intuitive card, but it's logic. This is trusting the patterns. When you see a pattern time and time again, it's asking you to trust the pattern. And so here, you're dealing with somebody that can be very cold and calculating, but here it's almost as if you have to become cold and calculated yourself. Show me the King of Swords here. King of Swords, you have the Nine of Wands being present here. Bottom of the deck, the Two of Pentacles right here. So you need to protect yourself, Scorpio. This person is very much willing to juggle you. They juggle your time, they juggle your energy, they juggle your emotions, and they don't, by not considering your emotions, that is very irresponsible of them, just as a partnership and as a friend even. I feel here that there's a necessity for you, because like with the Nine of Wands too, this does indicate a situation where it's like, I've been beaten down, I'm exhausted, but I'll still try, I'll still go on. I feel like it's best for you to not continue with this, or to try not to go on with this. This feels like you need to pull your energy back, Scorpio, and just really look at the person for who they are, you know. And as hard as it is, try not to personalize that, you know. Yeah, you may have given in to them plenty of times, or like overcompensated for this person, but I feel like, Scorpio, it has to come to a certain level of understanding within you where it's like, I've enabled this. I've somehow created some of this too, because this has been continuous behavior. But you have to look at it for where it's coming from. Why do you want this situation so badly? Why have you allowed this to remain this way? You know, this isn't a blame game for you. It's not about you blaming you for all of these issues. But what is the attraction here? What keeps you coming back? Show me the Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, with the Two of Pentacles, you have the Lovers coming out, Scorpio. I feel like you know what's going on. I feel like you have an inkling or an understanding of what's going on. I feel like the situation has left you out of balance. I feel you've been very hopeful. I feel that you have continued to hold on to the situation, but you're getting some clarity here. Can you give me one more for this Two of Pentacles here? I feel like you're getting clarity here, Scorpio. You have the Judgment card here, Scorpio. I'm sorry, Justice. I apologize, Justice. You have Lovers and the Justice. So it's to be what is fair in a situation. And I feel like this has not been fair to you. And so the universe will sometimes, when things have like reached their peak, sometimes the universe says, okay, you've had enough now. Do you still want to keep going, or have you had enough? And it feels here that you're getting clarity about something. You're having some sort of like reality check where it's like, oh, there's something else going on here. And if this is not a third party situation, this is just an energy where this person cannot show up to be present with you as a partner should. It's like they're constantly like dealing with other aspects of their life. And a third party situation can also be like drugs, alcohol, where you're not experiencing the whole person, where you're experiencing a fragmented person. Okay. So here it's almost as if like you may have tons of love for this person, but the energy of it is you must make a choice in this matter, because this juggling energy, whether this be a third party or whether this be, you know, somebody who's not at rest within themselves, not at peace within themselves, and it bleeds out onto you in their actions and their decision making. It's asking for you to make the clarity, to put the dots, connect the dots, you know, and be very real about it, because it's affecting you in a very negative way here. Six of Cups. You have the Death card for the Six of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. This is finality energy. The Death card and the Six of Cups. This is coming to peace with an idea that what was once is no longer, and what was once was very beautiful, very kind, very loving, but to a certain degree, and it did not progress in a way that was long-lasting. It feels here, Scorpio, that the energy is dealing with somebody that is very much involved within their own pursuits. Whether or not they're married to you or with you, their pursuits come first. It's not really taking you into consideration. This is a very heavy energy, and I feel that there is, it leaves you within a lack of stability. It leaves you in a place of like uncertainty, Please show me the true energy of the Knight of Cups, please. What does this Knight of Cups bring? You have the Ace of Wands. One more. Five of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, the Page of Cups. Scorpio, this energy tells me that this is a person trying to rectify, or I don't want to say rectify, I want to say resuscitate, resuscitate a situation, or trying to sell you on the idea that we can go in this direction and it'll be better if we go this way, or let's steer this way. But what they come with is a whole lot of nothing with that Five of Pentacles. This person is broken. They don't see the value in certain things. I feel that they squander opportunities. The Five of Pentacles shows up a lot of the time when somebody doesn't see what resources are in front of them. They're down and out, they're really destitute, and yet they don't see the opportunities that are being presented to them. And so here, it's almost as if sure, you could do this direction that they propose to you again, or you could go your own way and try to do your own thing, or just if you're locked in here with somebody, it's talking about you starting to really reclaim your energy back and to do things in your own way rather than being so accommodating to somebody. I would not doubt that this situation would come with an apology, but even under that Page of Cups, you have the Seven of Wands, which talks about somebody who's very stubborn. They are very much going to guard what is precious to them, and they don't want to see differently from what they see things as. So they're very standing their own ground on something. So it's like you're dealing with somebody who's very hard-headed. I'm sorry, the camera went blurry. Show me the Four of Pentacles here for Scorpio. The Seven of Swords. This is why I'm saying it's important that you pull back your energy, Scorpio. You have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This could be a third-party situation. This could be an energy of a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries person. The Seven of Swords, though, indicates deception. It indicates lies. And in this placement, this is what's coming. This is why I'm saying it doesn't feel like what they bring forward to you as far as an apology or as far as a new opportunity of change. It doesn't feel like it's real. It feels like it's clouded with deception. And this is the indication for you to hold off with this Four of Pentacles. Pull your energy back. Go gray rock. It's kind of like becoming silent in a certain way. Pull me one more for this energy with the Seven of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, please, for Scorpio. Because this is the upcoming energy here, Scorpio. And that Seven of Wands again. This energy is now in reverse. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. So Scorpio, the energy here is they're wanting you to put your guard down, but it's still coming at you with deceptive energy. It's still coming at you with a lack of clarity, with the Moon being presented here. This person, they may not be the worst person in the world, but the way that they operate is very deceptive in a lot of ways. And I feel that you already know that. And I feel that you have been played, and I'm concerned that you're going to get played again. There you are with the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. This is, you do have the Hierophant in the bottom of the deck. So I will say, Scorpio, for some of you, you do live with this person. You may be married to this person. Either way, though, there's something here where it's you've kind of been the glue in a lot of this situation, and where you have been the one to make accommodations, to make exceptions, to see above a matter, to see the pain of somebody and to understand why they do something because of, whatever childhood hiccup they had, I understand why they would do that. It's asking for you to become less accommodating and more realistic, because the Seven of Pentacles says, it's a card of assessments. It's saying, okay, I put this much energy in. What am I truly getting back? And being a Scorpio, being loving, being this Queen of Cups energy, you have empathy to the moon and back. You have love to the moon and back. You care about people, sometimes more than like you care about yourself. Not to say that you don't care about yourself, but like the energy is like sometimes we can be so self-sacrificing that we sacrifice ourselves in the end. And for what, right? So with the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, it's like you really need to put that compassion towards yourself in this situation, because you're dealing with a situation now where it's like you have enlightenment. You do understand what's going on. And for you to ignore that would be like the biggest mistake. I feel for some of you, you may want to consider communicating with outside sources. You may want to receive therapy. You may want to get a physical health check, STD check. You may want to just be in the presence of people that you feel calm and respected by. I do feel that. Some of you, that is church. Some of you, that is the energy of family, people that you've known for a long time, other people that you consider family. Okay. You have the Chariot coming through here, Scorpio. Bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups. So Scorpio, this energy here with the Eight of Cups. Are you going to focus? Come on, focus. Oh my God, really? Thank you. Drives me nuts. The Nine of Pentacles and the Chariot here, this is making a decision to serve yourself in a very quick way. The Chariot is it's the fastest card in the deck, but it also comes after making a decision. It's a card of decision making and big decisions that change the course of your life. And so if you've been topsy-turvy or uncertain about which way to go, we have the Nine of Pentacles showing up here, which is an energy of singlehood. It is an energy of taking care of yourself. It's an energy of putting your best foot forward when it comes to, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, like going to do any type of business proposition or something like that, put your energy there. And this is what I'm talking about. I feel like I said something in the beginning of this reading where, like, if you are involved in a situation with somebody and it's like your energy needs to be where it needs to be, not double questioning, double thinking about everything over here, and am I doing this right? You've done things right. You've been present with somebody. You've been present in a situation. But it's time to now pull your energy back, because that is the choice. That is the decision. When you do that, things will start to move better in your life. Things will start to flow in a more positive way. But it comes from stepping back. Here's this new path with the Two of Wands here for Scorpio. And that's in the hopes and fears section. So it's like still uncertain about which path to take, what to do even. You have the Fool in reverse, Scorpio, here with this energy. With the Fool in reverse, it can tell me that you're afraid to take a first step in a different direction. You don't know what to do. You're halted. And if you do, you feel like you might be taking a really big risk. You might be foolish by doing something different or moving on from something here. You're even at the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Swords. So this tells me that there's a considerable amount of uncertainty in your thinking at this time. Can we get guidance here for this decision? Well, the guidance is the Moon. So oftentimes this is going to talk about situations where, like, you don't see the path in front of you. You don't see the direction it's going, or at least you can't like really quite imagine exactly what's going to happen because you just can't see the outcome. It's telling you to jump. It's telling you to go. It's telling you to make a decision here. It's telling you to kind of take rulership of your own life. Show me here the Queen of Cups in your outcome, because that is your energy, the Queen of Cups. Show me the Queen of Cups as the outcome energy for Scorpio, please. You have two cards coming out here, Scorpio. You have the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Hangman. So you're on pause. I feel like I said that there's like a standstill energy here. You have the information that you need, Scorpio. Something is holding you back, and I'm not sure what it is. Is it the making peace with the distancing? Is it making peace with finding yourself, or at least trusting yourself to choose something that may cause some hiccups or disturbance in this situation? With the Queen of Wands, it's asking for you to take action. It's kind of that energy of the Chariot. It's asking for you to make decision and take action, because when you do, when you focus on your own energy, you start to feel vital again. You start to feel like yourself again. And it leads to the Nine of Cups. You know, it's a very emotionally content state of being. It is also, when we do that, we start to attract other things into our life that are a vibrational match. I feel here, you know, a lot of readers will say, well, that's a karmic relationship. That's a soulmate. That's a twin flame. That's a this and that. They're all soulmates and they're all karmic. Like, they're all karmic and they're all soulmate energy. We have a, you know, an agreement, like a cosmic contract with certain people that come into our lives to play out these certain things. This world is like a play. We're actors in a play, you know? So there's a certain point, though, where a scene has to end, you know, so the next scene can begin. And here I feel like you're at an ending point in a scene. So a new chapter in a story or a new part in a play can begin here. And this new direction leads you to a lot of emotional stability. It leads to a lot of opportunities being granted that maybe weren't being presented to you when you were in this. And it's asking for you to take action. What's under that? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords energy is where you basically like see, I want to say see patterns again, see situations for what they are. It's a truth seeker. They want the truth, you know. They're going to listen, but they're also going to sniff out the BS, okay? This person has been very hurt before. They've been wounded. They've been disregarded and like not taken into consideration. And through that, yes, it's been painful, but they've also gained a certain level of wisdom and internal strength. And so if you can look at this opportunity, if you can look at this situation as an opportunity for you to grow, rather than just wallowing in the pain, just taking it out on yourself because you've stayed in something that's been problematic, you transform, you change things, you know. As much as the Death card is a card of death and, you know, endings, it is also a card of transformation, transition, and change for the better. It's asking for you to have clarity and take action on things. Show me enlightenment. You have the Seven of Cups for enlightenment, Scorpio. This energy asks for you to recognize the situation for what it is, but also see the opportunities that it brings. Even if there is a painful aspect to this, even if it's a painful ending, it's asking for you to look at the situation for what it is and see the opportunities that it presents. You may not immediately see them, but over time you will be presented with opportunities. And I feel that there will be things that will come to you with the Hierophant here at the bottom of the deck for that are far more stable, maybe even a little traditional, but who cares? If it's stable and if it's warranted, if it's healthy, go for it. This situation, I feel you've tried before, and it keeps kind of circling back to the same outcome. Show me no place like home. For no place like home, you have Temperance. So this is asking for balance. No place like home is a card that talks about being at peace within yourself and also being at peace with other people, you know, where you're in somebody's presence and it just feels like you're home. I feel like this is something where it's like that has not been an opportunity here to be experienced, Scorpio. Sagittarian energy, but this energy with the Temperance card is saying we must find balance. And if we can't find it within the moment, we must create the balance. And that is when we start to be able to come back to ourselves. That's when we start to find peace within ourselves. It's less about the accommodation of trying to make peace with the person and more about making peace with ourselves. Yeah, even at the bottom of the deck, you have the High Priestess, Piscean energy here. We've got some cards popping out. I'm gonna actually keep these cards that fell on the floor, and we're just gonna go through them quickly here. So High Priestess was the one that I was trying to show you. But then we have this Two of Pentacles showing up again. Things that are done in the dark, things that are not seen. We have the Four of Cups. This is a rejection card. It's rejecting this situation, but also having been rejected by a person where it's like they don't see the value in you. It's like, why are you giving to them? I'm giving you everything and you're giving to them, to this other thing. You pay so much attention to this other thing, whether it's a person or an addiction or some sort of habit. It's like you don't take me into consideration. The Three of Swords came out in reverse here, Scorpio. So this tells me that this energy needs to drop. It's gotten to the point now where the pain is too much or the experience is too much for you. We have the Two of Cups in reverse as well. The love is not there. It's broken, you know, and it's like you can't keep trying to resuscitate something. Knight of Cups in reverse. And this is this energy. This is somebody that will blow smoke up your butt. It's somebody that knows your emotional points and they will poke at them or play at them or try to access you through your emotions to get their needs met. And Judgment here too, I will say, if you look at this card, this Judgment card, this angel has a mask on. So it's like you're needing to make a judgment call on somebody who comes to you trying to balance a situation but is still wearing a mask. It's not real. You need to make a judgment about their judgment, about your own judgment here. That's when the Fool goes upright. That's when you choose a direction that's actually for you. Show me freedom here. You have the Nine of Swords, and you have the Six of Pentacles for freedom. I feel you're being released from a situation that has been very toxic, but also non-reciprocal. You haven't been in a situation of reciprocal energy here with this person. I feel here with this Nine of Swords, I feel like you had the Nine of Swords somewhere else. You have the Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Swords is about mental instability. It's about high anxiety situations. You will be free from that when you make a decision to move towards situations that are actually reciprocal, that value your energy, that value what you give. When you show up for yourself here with the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, that is when you start to change situations for yourself. Show me acceptance. This is an angel oracle. It says, see yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. I feel you need to be lifted to your highest potential at this time. Give me one for acceptance. The Lovers. Now, I know this is the Lovers, but this is also a head over heart decision. We also have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The King of Swords is right there. Queen of Swords is underneath that Ace of Wands. This is acceptance. Sometimes a lover or a partnership doesn't change. You know, I don't feel necessarily that this is something that is your fault. I feel that this is something that you just need to recognize here, Scorpio, and that you need to look at through the lens of the King of Swords. That lens is to be very cutting, very determined to get to the truth. They don't want to mince words. They just listen to their logic and their reality-based decision-making and go from there. And here, this whole reading does talk about making a decision to move forward in a completely different way where you can cut ties or you can distance yourself. For those of you who cannot leave this situation for whatever reason, please give advice. It's telling you to put up boundaries, massive, massive boundaries here with somebody. It's asking for you to be very clear in how you allow them to speak to you, what you allow in and out with this person. This is really an energy with that Seven of Wands to really protect your stance on things, to protect your belief system, and to protect your boundaries within a situation. Again, it's kind of that gray rock energy. Be very protective about yourself here. For those that do and are able to move on from this situation, you give advice. You come within the Page of Pentacles. So this is a beautiful new beginning. This is a different direction. This is putting your energy towards something that can actually grow for you. Some of you, this is, you know, it's like you've gotten very exhausted in a situation and you need something else to put your direction towards so that it breathes, you breathe life into yourself, is essentially what I want to say with that Page of Pentacles. Either way, it is the beginning to something that can be very beautiful for you. Some of you, this is maybe taking up a new hobby. Some of you, this is going and enjoying yourself, signing up for school, taking a class, cooking, doing something that is enjoyable to you, Scorpio. It's asking for you to distance yourself from the situation so that you give yourself the opportunity to come back to you. Because you know how to treat you. Maybe you haven't in the past, but this is a lesson in how to find the way to treat yourself better. So yeah, I hope that this, I want to cry. I hope that this reading is helpful for you, Scorpio. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe. It does help my channel grow. This is a new channel here. I have a different one on YouTube. I am the Altruistic Mystic, but a lot of my readers, or a lot of the people I tend to pull in, are Scorpios, and so I wanted to create a separate channel for them just for Scorpios. So I hope that this message resonates, and I'm sorry, it's a heavy one, but it's a decision time, and life is decisions, life is choice. I love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.